Hello friends, welcome back to my video. So in this video, we will see how to install a Docker in Linux, that is Ubuntu 20.04 on CLI. So we make use of CLI commands to install the Docker and their dependency on your system. Okay, so let's begin. So here are the commands that we will be using on Linux to install the Docker. So the first command, if you see here, we need to update our package metadata. We need to install the security patches and prevent dependency conflict. So we should run this command first. Okay. Then the second part is if we have, need to install some required dependency, that is the CS certificate, curl, G and UPG and this all. Okay. So the third thing we have to do here is add a Docker GPG file so that we can download the required Docker binaries from the cloud itself. Okay. So fourth thing, what we have to do is we have to add our Docker repository from which our Linux can take out the Docker binaries and download on our system. Okay. So if you see here, we have put the path of the download.docker.com here, and we are downloading from this list. So once we run all these command on our Linux system, 1220, so we'll double check whether we get some URL here in this list or not. So once these all commands are done, we need to update so that this source list is also got updated. After that, what we need to do, we need to install the required binaries. And what all the binaries are? The first one here is Docker CE. So this is a Docker engine, okay, that will place a layer on the Linux to install the Docker. Then we have Docker CE/CLI that will give you Docker commands. So we have, for example, Docker, pull and other commands that we will be using. That all depends on this package. Okay. Then we have container.io. Have the advanced builds. We are using this plugin, and also we have Docker Compose so that we can manage our multiple Dockers in our Linux system. So these all commands is helpful to install the Docker in our system. So let's go one by one on our Linux system and try to install these all things. Okay. So here, if you see, I have Ubuntu 20.04 LTS version here installed. Okay. So I need to install the Docker in this, Linux server. So what I need to do, so we'll go one by one to our commands to install that. Okay. So our first command will be this one. So let's copy it. Though I installed it already, so I still will be installing it. So we have to give the password. So here, if you see, it's upgrading. Okay, so now it got upgraded. The next part is to install the dependencies. Okay, so what all are the dependencies? So again, go to our path and we will install this dependency. Okay, so I already have the newest version, so it won't do anything. So the third step we have is to add a GPG. Okay, so I'll do this. I just copy it. Okay, so it shows that it already exists. Do you want to override or not? So I am taking no because I don't need to. Fourth point is we need to add this Docker repo. Okay, so this architecture we will be printing here. And if you check this list after this command, so I'll show you here. how to check this list. So you will get something like this. You have the repo path. And now we need to install our binaries now. So if you go back and we will take this. So they are saying all are new because I already installed it. So the next part, after all this installation, what I need to do, I need to run these commands so that our Docker will start on boot. Okay, so this will start our Docker, and next is enable. So this will enable our Docker to start at boot time as well. Okay, so once all this done, we have to check the Docker version. Okay, so your Docker version is 28.1.1. Okay, and now what I need to do is I need to check whether my Docker is able to work properly or not. So for that, what I need to do is I need to run this hello world and see the output. Okay, so if I run it, you'll get a prompt over there. Hello from Docker. The message shows that the installation appeared to be working correctly. So from here, we understand, okay, our Docker is now working properly. So generate this message, Docker took the following step. Docker client contacted a Docker daemon. So we have a Docker daemon that is already running in our Linux now. And our Docker client that is in the form of a CLI, that like Docker command, if you see. So Docker daemon pull the hello world image from the Docker hub. So whatever I have given the URL that is of the Docker hub, and the Docker daemon created a new container from that image, which will run the executable that produce the output you are a current reading. Okay, the Docker daemon stream that output to the Docker client when send it to the terminal. Okay, so if you need to run a Ubuntu container, you can use this command as well. So once you do it, you will be there in the container. But right now, I'm just connecting hello world container from the cloud, and I'm coming back to my original path. So if I run this command, everything will be compiled first and then will be in the container. So container is a different environment. You have a different root file system other than your host rootfs. Okay. So if I use Docker ps-a, so let's see what are the processes we have. So you see here you have some container ID because our runtime instance of a Docker gives you a container. Okay, so container is a runtime instance of an Docker image that is called a hello world. Okay, so image name is hello world here. We have this command and it run, a minute ago. And this is all about the generic introduction how to install a Docker in CLI. So let's see in the next video. Thanks.